It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they're off to a better start than last season, and that certainly bodes well. Always some changes from season to season, but they're going in the right direction. Last season, a rough one for the #1 draft pick Ben Simmons. Had his rookie debut delayed due to injury. Now in his second year in the league, what are we going to see from Ben Simmons, Kenny?
Well, obviously his passing and unselfishness is what got him into the league. Now we're going to see if he can be a scorer. But he has a rare kind of thing of size along with initiating an offense, Shaq.
And
not too many guys I've seen like that.
Not only that, the whole team around him gets better because he makes things easier for his teammates. You know why? Played at LSU, baby. Love Shack University.
Philadelphia could be a team on the
Love
rise.
Shack University.
Yes.
Okay.
Kevin Harlan has the call.
I
We'll
didn't
see
know
you
they
later.
changed it.
I changed it.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We'll see the 76ers facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, "That's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway." Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. Hey, Brent, two monster defensive teams tonight, premier stoppers on both sides. You're a former scorer. You like a game like this. What do you have to do to get your points, the challenge of scoring?
You know, some of the great scorers in our league, Kevin, do a great job of realizing when a team has put itself in a team foul situation where they can get to the free throw line. So as that happens, great scorers might put more pressure on the defense to force foul calling. Then you go and get some of those freebies. That can loosen up a few things, especially if your defensive stopper suffers through some foul trouble.
It's always great as a scorer to figure out how you're going to attack them, even though maybe an initial roadblock is slowing you down. But you get so much more out of it when you think around the problem and figure it out. You get that angle you want.
And how about as a scorer sometimes, Kevin, putting that aside and playing the game within the game and helping your teammates maybe getting a few more open looks as the attention is drawn to you. Maybe you do your damage a little more subtly, and that's with ball movement, setting up your teammates.
Great point. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Redick, Simmons are the 2 and the 3. Charge is out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Fultz in at the 1 spot. Now here's Durant. A 20-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Was shot by Redick, no good.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And here's Fultz following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Fultz dishes to Simmons. Down low, here's Embiid. And no good that time. And Golden State will come the other way. coming off that win against Minnesota.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Here's Reddick following the score by Golden State. Fultz with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Fultz kicks to Reddick. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. That one rolling around and rims out.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
You just watch the way the Warriors run their offense, and you have to think about the way that Steve Kerr had set things up. So many options and cuts on every play, using the three-point line to spread out the defense and find angles and niches to attack. Rarely relies on the ever-present NBA isolation plays.
And he knocks down the first one. And with the fluid offense that Kerr has the Warriors running right now, Brent, it's as effective as it gets and has been for his whole tenure. The passing is just superb.
Well, it's an unreal offensive system with unreal shooters, Kevin. And so, you know, guys understand that if we keep moving around and we keep moving the ball, everybody's going to have a shot to make a shot and to make the kind of contributions to the team offensively that they're used to. The fantastic part about what Steve's done, though, is the accountability on the defensive end, as Golden State is one of the primetime defenses every year.
And Durant sends it back.
An extremely fluid athlete with sneaky explosiveness. It's a wonder Durant doesn't block more shots.
Drills the three-pointer.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
And here's Fultz after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Reddick passes to Simmons. Another shot, and it's Sharge with the nice basket inside. Sharge has got his second bucket of the night.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Back to Curry, shoots the three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Embiid with a screen on Curry. Fultz dishes to Simmons. Sharge outside. Reddick for three. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. On its way from Curry for 2. Here's Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, we know he's undersized for the position, but Draymond Green does the work of several men, including how he forces the D that time to foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Some great defenses can be built on these 2 R's, reacting and recovering. And you can see that the Warriors are one of the top teams in doing just that. Great help defense, great rotation, and communication. Big reason why they had the lowest opponent field goal percentage against last season.
And the second free throw, good. And for the Warriors, a lot of talk before last season was centered around how they would protect the rim with changes at the center spot. Turns out they would be just fine.
Well, they already had that guy, Draymond Green, who's a heck of a defensive player, and he won the Defensive Player of the Year award. But it was Kevin Durant and how he was going to fit in. I think the one thing I appreciate most is that for a great player like Durant, who'd won an MVP, had been in the finals, is a perennial scoring leader in the league, that he went about his business accepting the responsibility of what he needed to do defensively for the Warriors to maintain championship caliber play. It was a remarkable year for him on that end of the floor.
The 76ers trail by 11. Fultz with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pachulia with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And then Durant with the jam.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Curry kicks to Durant. Fires from deep. Again, Durant missing.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Left side, Saric. It's stolen by Green. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Markelle Fultz.
How about Draymond rising up into the contact? He's a good offensive player who finds his way this time to get to the free throw line.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
And the first one drops. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
Draymond Green is one of the most effective two-way players in the game and is so unique for his size to dominate the glass, be a rim protector, make plays, and excite the crowd. Draymond does it all.
The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Simmons. Dishes it to Fultz. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Warriors have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
Now here's Embiid. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
You bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Here's Pachulia. Thompson outside. Launches a three. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Fultz kicks to Redick. Outside for Simmons. Here's Saric. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Now Simmons after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Curry with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Here's Curry. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Durant, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Durant's got 7.
Yeah, I'd feel good with Steph Curry running the show if I was a coach. He passes like that, and it tells you just how unselfish his play can be.
Timeout called the 76ers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
Such a confidence builder to go on the road and be able to dictate the tempo, the style of play, keep your identity. They were able to do that here.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Here's Stauskas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Brent, we've seen coaches that yell. You've seen some that show no emotion and everything in between. In your opinion, what's the perfect mental makeup for an NBA coach?
I don't think, Kevin, there's any exact science to what coaching can be. And I think the best coaches just have an innate ability to know when to push buttons, how to push buttons, and to do it on an individual level. There are many times that a coach can make the biggest impact with his player, Kevin, taking him aside and having conversations rather than doing everything in front of the team. And I think the best coaches have a pulse of each player on their team and take the time to go and do that.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces fit together.
He's perfect from the line this time. You were talking about the fit for these young Sixers. A bit of a logjam in recent seasons in their front court.
Yeah, I mean, they were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
Now, here's McConnell, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And it's Covington atop the key. McConnell kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. McConnell passes to Covington. They get it again. Warriors leading by 13. Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota. Here's the dish to Livingston. And a wide open look for Iguodala. The three-pointer, no good. The 76ers shooting an alarming 21% to get things going here. Covington kicks to Stauskas. Johnson, the pass to McConnell. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You just can't allow good looks like that from beyond the arc. That's just inviting all kinds of trouble.
The Warriors shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. Iguodala outside. To the middle. And stolen by McConnell. On the wing, Johnson. Back to McConnell. Shoots over Livingston. Here's Holmes. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Holmes got his first 2 points of the night.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Pick by West. Now here's Livingston. He's covered by McConnell. And McGee kicks to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the drought. And the shot is long. The 76ers trail by 8 to the inside. It's stolen by Livingston. Over McConnell. Livingston, that's good.
Great form on the Livingston jump shot there. He knows he's got the green light in the mid-range.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. And here's McConnell. Holmes, that's a screen. McConnell kicks to Holmes. McConnell in the corner. And the pass to Stauskas. From outside, off the mark. Warriors leading by 10. Poked loose. Now McConnell. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Another miss by Philadelphia. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Iguodala. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, two clubs that rarely face off, East versus West. This is going to be a nice treat for the fans.
We're kicking off this 2-game season series. I expect a lot of feeling out by both teams and the coaching staff, and then a number of subsequent adjustments in this one.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact. And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
Shoot 2.
first free throw is good. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
And Iguodala drops them both.
Iguodala's leadership is really unsurpassed. Steve Kerr calling him the adult in the room. His teammates definitely listen and respect all things that he offers up.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Stauskas. Covington kicks to Stauskas. Good defensive work there by Young. Warriors leading by 12. Iguodala's drive, and the basket is good.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
What is nice to see from Iguodala in the tail end of his career, Brent, is that he has actually gotten more efficient from the floor.
Well, Iguodala does a good job of picking and choosing his spots, and I think having the teammates that he has, drawing that kind of attention, guys like Curry, Durant, and certainly Klay Thompson from the perimeter, opens up opportunities that Iguodala just can read so very well. Doesn't need to be risky with anything he does offensively.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. West setting the pick for Iguodala. That one off the back iron and out.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Two-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Twelve seconds left in the first. Clock at 6. Feeds to Young. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Fires the 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll return shortly. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But they're both fans, and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
Taking a look at the 76ers, T.J. McConnell is out there with Stauskas. Then it's Robert Covington, and there's Rashawn Holmes, and it's Johnson in at the 4 slot. Now, here's McConnell. Down low, stolen by McGee. Livingston kicks to Young. Fires from 14. McGee. The rebound by Johnson. The 76ers trail by 9. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play, going to the line for one.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
The Warriors have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Draymond Green comes in for David West. Kevin Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. That's good from Young.
And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than the max. That enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster.
Now here's Simmons. He had 16 points in the win against Sacramento.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
Now here is Young, following the missed shot by Dario Saric over Redick. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the Warriors not just re-signing their own free agents, they went out and got some other guys. Omri Caspi and Swaggy P. Hard to believe, but they might be even better than last year.
Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, that's what you pay to see. Steph Curry, 3-pointer, just impeccable form.
And the 76ers call time here. And Draymond Green was asked if he would be a different player, Brent, if he wasn't so vocal. His response was that he absolutely would.
Well, he's 100% right. I played with Gary Payton in Seattle, and if he wasn't yapping, he wasn't playing as well. I would say that Draymond Green falls into that sort of category. He brings an edge, he brings an intensity, and that helps the other guys on the team settle into the roles that they feel most comfortable with.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Young. The drive by Redick, outside for Simmons. Here's Embiid, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA career. Greg sidelined, as we know, for the first 2 seasons with injuries. And just when he got going in season 3, he was dealt a knee injury.
Yeah, it has not been easy. And remember, Joel Embiid is so competitive. You know, he came to the game late, but fell for it hard. And this is what he lives for, to be out on the court helping his team compete.
Well, we all know, Brent, you grew up in a real basketball environment. What affected watching your dad and competing against your brothers and being in that conversation at the dinner table have on the development of your playing style?
Well, I think first and foremost what comes to mind, Kevin, is just competing. And it wasn't just competing at basketball. It was wiffle ball in the backyard, soccer in the fall, baseball in the spring, Monopoly during the weekends. So anything we could get our hands on that had to do with the game. Yeah, it was about that competition.
And what do you do now in retirement? Is there what do you find to stimulate the competitive side?
Well, I beat my kids in Monopoly, I could tell you that.
And the basket is good. And that's now 9 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, as good as he is from the outside, Durant can beat you up with a variety of inside moves as well.
Redick dishes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Simmons against Durant. Green, the screen. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Embiid.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Thompson. A 17-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Outside, Green. Curry on the wing. Back to Green. Golden State moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thompson. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Used to seeing Clay devastate you from the three-point line or at the rim. This time from the mid-range.
Redick passes to Fultz. And Redick kicks to Fultz. Sharch dishes to Fultz. Durant against Simmons. Thompson in the corner. Green the screen. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Thompson. 11 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Warriors leading by 11. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Fultz kicks to Redick. Six on the shot clock. Good D by Thompson.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Sharch. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry wide open. Another miss by Curry. The 76ers trail by 13. Sharch with it, guarded now by Durant. And Embiid gets it to go. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Green the screen. Simmons against Durant. Curry dishes to Pachulia. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Fultz. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Durant against Simmons. Thompson in the corner. Curry with it. He's got 8. Green the screen. From deep. Again, Curry missing. The 76ers trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
That free throw missing. And Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10 or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward.
Green. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Green. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Fultz the pass to Redick. Makes it off the glass.
Really good decision as Redick is playing at full speed, but slows down, makes the right choice.
Curry kicks to Green. Over Saric. And it's Green missing. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Simmons. And Durant sends it back.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Fultz. And it's in there. Fultz has got his first bucket in this one.
And how about the intensity that Fultz is bringing? Doesn't back down from the challenge, steps up and delivers even while being hit.
Now here's Green. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Minnesota.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Embiid. 11-point game. The shot by Saric, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Embiid drives in. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Shots good by Green.
Unselfish play there from Clay. Fantastic at moving the ball that time to the open man.
Now here's Fultz. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Curry can't get it to go.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but man, that's an easy shot.
And a wide open look for Simmons. Simmons missing again.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap some. Okay. Thompson tearing through the lane and then finishes strong with the dunk. It's not worth 3, but that's a pretty 2.
Redick is in the corner. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the 76ers.
And clearly, this is a squad that makes its living in the paint. Very few teams are as determined to get the ball inside as much as they are. They aren't going to settle for jump shots. They're going to continue to pound it down low.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals.
Rebound by the 76ers. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. And that will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. And he's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. David West, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. Young's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
Shooting 1.
One thing we've seen from the Warriors is that this team's ability to turn things on and just put teams away is remarkable. They hit a switch, the defense causes some turnovers, and in the blink of an eye, 10, 12, 15 points, and you're down big.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Johnson the screen. McConnell passes to Stauskas. Back to McConnell. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Young. Here's West. Now we have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league. The 76ers #1.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the rankings.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Here's McConnell. Holmes, that's a screen. Covington wide open. He fires. Good. And McConnell gets the assists. Covington's got 6.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here is McGee. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Iguodala. And that one comes up a bit short. The 76ers trail by 14. Pass to Holmes. David West grabs the miss. West has got his 3rd rebound tonight. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And so he hits both. Here's Stauskas. Got it off in time. No good on that last second attempt there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what's your take?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession, so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm. As smart and as safe as they're playing, they made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls. Let's go.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and crew, standing by courtside.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the 3rd. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
Well, it's an impressive performance thus far, but it goes beyond just his ability. Right now, he's just simply outworking the opponent.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Warriors leading by 16. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Green kicks to Curry. Thompson against Redick. Pass to Durant. Green with a screen on Simmons. Durant.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And that one good.
Well, it took 4. They finally got one to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
Screen by Sharch, and Redick kicks to Fultz. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
Yeah, you got to keep pace with Fultz. He can't afford to lose him off the screen. He really shoots it well.
And for Kevin Durant, one area that he excelled in last season was his rim protection. Used his length and timing to disrupt a lot of shots. And I think that's what he focused on. Joining the Warriors, you knew he was going to score, but he wanted the responsibility and came through defensively for Golden State.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
Curry kicks to Green. It's tipped, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Thompson misses. And Durant's rim protection was a big help to the Warriors and their defense, certainly. Durant and Green, Brent, combined to be one of the best defensive duos in the NBA.
And I'm not sure if we still think of Kevin Durant in the stopper mode, Kevin. I think we were really shocked, though, last year about how effective he could be as a team defender, using his length and having an impact around the rim and painted area like he did last year.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Simmons. Averaging 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Green, the screen. Here's the screen. Durant kicks to Thompson. Shoots over Redick. And he overshot that one, missing. The 76ers trail by 16. To the paint. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
And trying to be the first one to get his hands on the miss. Instead, he's called for over the back.
Tough foul. He's trying to make something happen right there, and he gets a bit out of control. And the referee's right on spot.
And Brett Brown wants a timeout. Hey, Brent, we know there's a lot of jaw and a lot of communication out there on the floor. And when you were playing, who was the best trash talker you ever went up against?
Well, I played with the notorious one in Seattle by the name of Gary Payton. A lot of people put him pretty high up on their list. I also remember one Bonzi Wells at his time when he was with the Portland Trailblazers and Sacramento Kings, being a bit lippy. And then occasionally there would be a John Barry talking to me, but
really,
I never listened to him growing up, Kevin, so why would I listen to him on the court?
Good way to approach it. Here's Sharch, and the layup's good off the glass. Sharch has got 7.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Curry kicks to Green. The screen from Thompson. Green dishes to Durant. And the Warriors miss again. The 76ers trail by 14. Down low, it's deflected. It's stolen by Green. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
How about those long strides? Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The drive by Redick. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Redick's got his second basket.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. Outside Durant. And he gets the bucket. Durant's got 8 points in the quarter.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Embiid the screen. Outside Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6.
And Simmons is totally comfortable near the rim, using his body well to get the shot he wants.
Picked by Pachulia. Here's Curry. He feeds it to Pachulia. Back to Curry. Pachulia the pass to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Count that bucket. Pachulia's got his second basket of the night.
Persistence from Pachulia. Say that 5 times fast, Kevin.
Charge just screen on Thompson. And Redick, here we go. Outside for Simmons. Over Durant. No good that time.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That
just happened. And practically doubling his assist totals over the back half of his career. Durant's a more than willing facilitator. Whatever his team needs to win, he'll do it.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Here's Embiid. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And really few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years, and a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been surprisingly supportive of the rebuilding process.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Covington's checked in. And before the rebuild, the Sixers for a long time were stuck in mediocrity. Treading water, Greg, as they might say.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that leap without top draft picks. And the Sixers plumbed the depths, if you will. Now, though, I think they've found their treasure trove.
And this is how KD rolls, a sniper from anywhere on the court, especially from deep.
Embiid with a screen on Curry. Kicks it to Fultz. They need this, and it's good on the way in. Fultz has got 8 points. Warriors leading by 19 points. Picked by Pachulia. Here's Curry. Good D by Embiid.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And Redick kicks to Embiid. Charge just screen on Thompson. Redick for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Durant's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Johnson comes in for Saric. Curry dishes to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. 5 on the clock. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by Holmes.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Here's Johnson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And that versatility that Johnson offers has a huge upside. He's mobile and strong enough that he can defend either front court position, and that's a great tool for any team to have.
Different look here for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. Young's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Stauskas is checked in for Philadelphia. T.J. McConnell comes in for Fultz. He hits both from the stripe.
And you look at the way the Warriors went through the postseason last year. The team was certainly on a mission. They swept through the Western Conference. And you could see tremendous laser focus as they tried to avenge that 16 loss to the Cavs.
Here's the floater, and the layup is good. Livingston's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
McConnell with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Now, here's McConnell. Up top, Holmes. He kicks to Covington. Launches it. Connects from three-point range. Covington's got his third basket of the night. And something that we heard last season, Brent, with the dominance of the Warriors and also the Cavs, is that fans are worried the league will become too predictable with these two teams.
I kind of love the fact that we had a finals where we had two teams competing 3 straight years in a row and all the drama around it. This idea about teams being put together and manufactured, that's happened throughout the course of the NBA's history, Kevin. So I don't really buy much into the conversation about what the Warriors have done and what the Cavs did and what other teams are trying to do. There's a lot of ground out there for general managers and coaching to put together the best talent on the floor and try and win championships. Right now, that's happening in Golden State.
Warriors leading by 19 points. And here's Young from the arc. Here's McGee, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for the Warriors.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
And he can't get the first one.
What a year for JaVale McGee to re-find his form and some confidence as an NBA player. Signed with the Warriors, played his way into their rotation, and after being on the verge of possibly being out of the NBA, he was a huge piece of a championship caliber team.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Livingston passes to Young. Again, Young missing. The 76ers trail by 17. And for McGee, a lot of it was just finding the right situation.
Well, to me, for McGee, it wasn't so much about the fit and the style of play. It was about the character around him. And I think that Steve Kerr and collectively the roster just wanted to empower JaVale McGee to go out and be effective on the floor. What a tremendous comeback year for that young player.
Here's Iguodala. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. McGee a screen. 9 feet out, but they'll get another chance. Basket good. And the Warriors lead by 17. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Holmes, that's a screen. Covington kicks to Holmes. The shot will not fall. Good defense by Iguodala. On its way from Young for 2, and it's good. Assisting on the play with Livingston. Young's got 13.
Well, I have no idea how he made that, but hey, sometimes a little bit of luck helps.
McConnell passes to Holmes. Back to McConnell. The 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Now, here is Young. 13 points in the game. Iguodala against Covington. 13 feet away. It's tipped. Here's Stauskas. 8 points for him. And we get a moment to check out the team's scoring leaders. Second, the Warriors.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Free throw good, Stauskas. Both shots good from the stripe. A minute 20 left to play here in the third. Livingston kicks to Young. Picked by West. Golden State moving it around. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Free throw good, Livingston.
Well, after nearly being out of the league, Livingston has found an incredible role, a true warrior.
McConnell kicks to Stauskas. Back to McConnell. McGee with the block. The Warriors have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. First free throw is good. And he makes the first but misses the second. The 76ers trail by 18. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. The feed to Stauskas. Just 5 on the clock. 4-3, Covington. Philadelphia getting another chance here. Here's Johnson. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. .32 seconds left to play in the third. Here's McConnell. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. McConnell's got 5 points now this quarter. Now here's Livingston. Tight defense on him. Count it. The 76ers trail by 18. And here's McConnell. 8 points for him. Holmes, that's a screen. Johnson right side. Another miss by Johnson. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Get a couple stops, we get a couple runouts, we get into our flow, all right? Keep the ball moving, keep the intensity.
Steve Kerr asking his guys just to, keep up the pace, playing selfishly, basically be yourself, stay, guys, stay in character.
Yeah, I mean, he knows what this team is capable of. Just looking for a couple of plays to really kind of kickstart that engine and give them that little sustainable groove.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got T.J. McConnell. Amir Johnson is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Rashawn Holmes, and it's Stauskas in at the 2. Now here's Livingston. He dishes it to West. Shot clock at 6. Off the screen. Iguodala, no good.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Stolen by McGee. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Sarge is checked in. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Now here's Livingston. He's covered by McConnell. Livingston dishes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And he doesn't just go to the reverse. He goes to the double clutch reverse.
Woo, you've got to have guts to try that move. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
So it's the Warriors now. 76ers getting the bucket. From 11 feet away, and he can't bank that one in. The 76ers trail by 16. To the paint. Here's Saric. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 9 points for Dario Saric.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Redick comes in for Nick Stauskas. And it's Fulton for T.J. McConnell. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Tries a three off the inbound.
I like how hard Thompson's working right now on defense. He's just not giving them anything easy.
First one falls for him.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
Good on both. Warriors leading by 15. Picked by Pachulia. Curry kicks to Durant. Thompson outside. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Takes a three. Fultz, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Thompson misses.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be. That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Outside Curry. Picked by Pachulia. Curry passes to Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
That's what happens. You play up on Curry too much, and then he finds an angle, delivers the ball. Devastating pick and roll.
To the paint. Here's Saric, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Green, the screen. Curry dishes to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight. The 76ers trail by 16. Embiid sets the pick for Simmons. Outside, Redick, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Fultz with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Saric, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded a corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in one quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end a game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the fourth quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
One shot.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now, here's Thompson. Curry kicks to Thompson. Shoots over Redick. Again, the miss by Thompson. The 76ers trail by 13. Saric outside. In the corner, Simmons with it. Puts up a three. Simmons missing again. Warriors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Kevin, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Here's Embiid. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Curry is inside. And he gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 17.
Steph is getting better at scoring inside the three-point line. Just an offensive powerhouse.
Fultz the pass to Saric. To the left wing. Saric with the screen for Fultz. And finished off by Fultz. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 assists.
And how about the attitude of Fultz? When he's taking it inside, he's aiming to hurt somebody's field.
Thompson lays it up off the glass. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
On defense, the 76ers. 17-point game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Embiid throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Curry dishes to Green. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. And Durant sends it back. The three. Again, Curry missing.
Might want to stop shooting from out there right now because it's just not working. He needs to look to get his teammates involved at this point in the game.
You two players.
So it's Philadelphia now. Warriors leading by 15. He feeds it to Thompson. Count that one.
Klay Thompson becoming better and better at scoring down there on the inside.
Now Redick outside Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Wow, wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. They set the pick. Pick by Pachulia. Thompson for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And trying to be the first one to get his hands on the miss. Instead, he's called for over the back.
Tough foul. He's trying to make something happen right there, and he gets a bit out of control, and the referee's right on spot.
Robert Covington's checked in for Simmons. Offensive rebound, and the basket is good.
Well, Pachulia's a big guy, and when he's near the rim, that's where big guys score.
Now here's Fultz. T right on him. Jacks up a 3. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Thompson in the corner. Picked by Pachulia. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Now here's Thompson. Outside for Durant. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pachulia the pass to Green. Dishes it to Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 6 assists in the game.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
And the 76ers call time here. When a team signs Pachulia, they're getting a solid center, Brent, but they're also getting an enforcer for their team.
Well, there are a lot of players in the NBA, Kevin, at the center position who are unwilling to accept maybe what the modern-day center has to do, especially a guy that doesn't have a tremendous amount of skill. That is set screens, go out and rebound, and be an enforcer. That's exactly what Pachulia provided for the Warriors in his first year.
Philadelphia's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Embiid with a screen on Thompson. Fultz kicks to Embiid. Got a hand on it.
That's great anticipation by Pachulia, using his length to turn that shot away.
He gets it in there.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness, zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Now here's Curry. The dish to Durant. Shoots over Covington. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric. .153 left in the fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Thompson. And there's the pass to Durant. Pachulia sets a screen for Durant. Off the pick. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Inside. Here's Saric. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kevin Durant.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Here's McConnell, the Warriors making the shot. Over Livingston, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
Now here is McGee. There's the pick. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up. And the Warriors lead by 20.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
And finally hitting their stride. This is the run they needed earlier.
Well, easier to do once the game is on ice, as your opponent sometimes has a tendency to relax.
Livingston kicks to Young. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to McGee. Feeds to Livingston. West against Johnson. Clock at 4. Screen by Young. West kicks to Iguodala. Warriors the rebound. Back to West. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much with Kevin Durant. Gave a slow start for you offensively, but you were able to stay aggressive. How do you keep that mentality as a great scorer?
Well, you got to keep shooting, no matter what happens. So it's easy to, play well throughout the game when you're making shots, but when you're missing, you got to get your mind right, and that's what I tried to do, is just stay aggressive.
And it sure showed out there. Thank you very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.